Hi guys, now I don't usually make YouTube videos, but I thought that this video was required, so I've taken the opportunity and I've created obviously this video for you to watch. I do ask that you listen to this story. It's going to take about 5 minutes of your time, so if you can at least just sit there and bear with me. I might ramble on a bit, but just bear with me and I'll explain the story and how you can help achieve what I'm trying to do. Okay, so basically yesterday, on Today Tonight, through all the papers Australia-wide on the 9MSN website, you would have seen a fellow Australian YouTuber by the name of the Fat Aussie Bastard. Now, this guy is quite well known on YouTube to the Australian community. He's got like 30-something thousand subscribers on his YouTube channel. And those that have been following him since he started YouTube about 2007, he actually created a YouTube video about 7 months ago, which was to do with his tooth. If you know who the Fat Aussie Bastard is, he hasn't got any front teeth. He had one of them extracted, and what he actually planned on doing with the extracted tooth was to stick it on eBay and then auction it, and donate all of the proceeds to a charity of his choice, which was the Brisbane Royal Children's Hospital. Now, the auction was actually started on eBay, and it was getting a lot of bids and a lot of attention. It actually made the Sunrise morning news program, and eBay actually ended up taking the auction down because you're not allowed to sell body parts on eBay. So the Fat Aussie Bastard then proceeded to YouTube, which is where he ran the auction. I guess you could call it like a charity auction, for his tooth through his YouTube account, and people placed their bids via email. Now the situation is, up until yesterday, nobody thought anything, no one thought anything of it. Everyone thought that the money had gone to where it was supposed to go, and that was it. But just yesterday, the Fat Aussie Bastard actually appeared in court. He was actually charged and found guilty. He was ordered to do 200 hours community service. He was ordered to pay back the $6,500 that he was supposed to have given to the Royal Children's Hospital here in Brisbane, on behalf of the person that bid on the tooth. I've actually spoken to the person who has actually purchased that particular tooth, and I'm actually in conversation with them at the moment. They're in the process of releasing a video. I will release that link to the video once he posts that in the comments section below. But basically, the situation is the Fat Aussie Bastard raised $6,500 for his tooth, which he then told everyone that the proceeds would be going to, obviously, the charity here in Brisbane at the Royal Children's Hospital. That's the reason why the bids went so high, and that's the reason why his tooth went for so much money. Now, that's not what happened, so it's fucking bullshit. I could not believe it. I'm a moral Australian fucking citizen, and for somebody who has a YouTube channel and continually goes on about how Australian he is and how this and that, mate, you're not fucking Australian at all. I'm sorry to say it, but you're fucking far from Australian. No Australian steals money from sick kids. That's just fucking below the belt. It's not called for, and it's not accepted, and I don't believe that you should be, this Fat Aussie Bastard guy should be on YouTube any longer. Now, this guy's making a pay packet on YouTube. Now, this actual incident has breached his terms of service here on YouTube. So he has actually provoked any opportunity of having a YouTube account already. So it's just a matter of us, the Australian people now, getting the word to YouTube. So this is where you guys come in, and this is where the Fat Aussie Bastard, we're going to sink him, and there's nothing that he can do about it, because the Australian public don't like people that steal. The Australian public don't like people that steal and then represent our country. And people don't like people that steal from charities, and people don't like people that steal from people that are sick, and charities for people that are sick. I mean, that's just fucking shocking. I've never heard of, to me, that's just absurd. Totally fucking not called for and not acceptable. Okay, now, so this is where I need your help. We're going to close him down. I'm going to put a link to his channel down here in the comment section below. If you click on that link, you'll see a little flag that appears underneath each of his videos on his channel. Now, if you click on the spam option, there's another option that comes up for scams. Click on scam and then report his video. Now, if we can get thousands of people to report this guy, we will get him closed down, because it's just a matter of getting the attention of YouTube and alerting the right authorities that this has happened, and he's gone. See you later. See you later, Fab. You're fucking gone, mate. We don't care. We don't want you anymore. We had, mate, you know, a lot of people may have had respect for you. I know a lot of people don't like you, and a lot of people have different opinions about you, but now I don't believe that anybody really, I mean, everyone gets a fair go, and I'm quite happy to let you have your say. I've heard your say, and I've heard what you've said. You've claimed that the money that was raised, you made a promise to the people that when you made the charity auction, you made a promise that you would hand deliver the tooth to the winning bidder. Now the winning bidder was in Sydney. You're at Noosa. You're telling me it cost you $4,000 to $4,500 to catch a plane from fucking Noosa to Sydney, and then I don't know what you did, hired a fucking limousine for fucking 10 million fucking days, but you then travelled to the fucking house and gave the tooth. I do not see how you can come to the understanding that you've spent $4,000 to $4,500 just on doing that. That's just fucking bullshit. And if you think the Australian public's going to believe that, well, you are a fuckhead, mate. Now, this is the situation. You're sitting here in previous fucking videos that you've made, mate, telling people about people taking advantage of the floods here in Brisbane. You know, what happened to the food stamps? You know, is that another scam that you ran? That hasn't come out yet. That hasn't surfaced. But I'm going to make sure it does, mate. Because the food stamps that you collected for all the homeless people, you took everyone's money. Do you remember doing that? You know, I bet you don't fucking... I bet that... Well, I'd like to know what happened with that story as well. You know, we will get to the bottom of that one. Now, I'm going to make it my fucking end-all, do-all to close you down, Fab. You know, I don't fucking believe in anything to do with fucking stealing from charities. Like, if that's the case, mate, you're gone. And I think Australia needs to do the same. So come on, Australia, get involved, share this video, pass it around to everyone you can, copy it, put it on your YouTube channel. I don't care if you copy this video and paste it on every fucking wall in the country. Okay, this is a fucking message to Australia to do something about this guy, because this is not acceptable. And if we just let this go and he continues to trade on YouTube, you know, and fucking have a full-time job doing this, like, how can that be? Like, it's not acceptable. We need to close him down and get job. And this guy needs to get back in a full-time fucking job, because there's not going to be any YouTube for you any longer, Fab, because if you rip off charities, mate, you know, people aren't going to accept that.